Senator Roberts.
Thank you, Mr Acting Deputy President. As a servant to the people of Queensland and Australia, I want to speak on the Marriage Law Survey Additional Safeguards Bill 2017 to highlight one point, and that is we need to stop weakening people. Instead, we need to strengthen people. Instead of singling out people, as the term LGBTIQ does, and becomes divisive and hurts people, that is the same as singling out people because they are Aboriginals or females or aged or teens. Instead, we need to include all people, and that is real equality of opportunity. We need to stop the division. We need instead to unify. Now, hate speech, to confess, really, is not on people's minds because the incidence is low. And most people can understand the point I'm going to make in a few minutes. We can deal with hate speech by showing that we don't accept it. That's the key, that we don't accept it. So while I empathise with Senator Wong's pain, I do not sympathise with it. I can empathise with any hurt she feels, yet I'm not going to reinforce her pain, because all pain, in my experience, comes from within. And Senator Wong says in her speech, decent people will agree with her. That is used to vilify those who disagree with her. See how subtle that is. And that's from a woman who I admire in many ways, who is highly capable, highly intelligent. Don't agree with much of what she says and does, but I certainly respect her intellect and her competence. But there she is vilifying, Mr Acting Deputy President, subtly vilifying everyone by calling them not decent. And that is what's crept in to this parliament. To end hate speech, Mr Acting Deputy President, we need to stop separating people, stop singling people out, stop singling groups out, and we need to stop disempowering people, weakening people, crippling people. How ironic it is that the people proclaiming hurt are perpetuating and prolonging pain and deepening it. We support the people of Australia being heard, as Senator Hanson has just said. This place, unfortunately, this chamber and the House of Representatives are in a bubble, out of touch. We should not be taking the opportunity to decide this important issue about marriage away from the people of this country, our country. It is the people of Australia who are the sovereigns. It is the people that we are supposed to be serving. We need to unshackle Australians, the most wonderful of nationalities on this planet. And we need to unshackle all humans by treating people with the dignity of being heard. And that is fundamentally why we supported the plebiscite. In listening to people across Australia, across Queensland, I don't hear anyone raising same-sex marriage as urgent, nor do I hear about vilification or even trembling about fear of vilification. I only hear these claims in the left-wing media and in this Canberra bubble. I hear Senators Wong and Rice and others, and I empathise with them. I hear their pain from accepting what some may say to you, but there is a choice. We don't have to accept what others say to us, about us, or against us. That people choose to take it personally is their choice. I prefer to see it that when people speak about another person, it tells me more about the speaker than about their subject. My choice is to treat Senators Wong and Rice and others, regardless of their views, with respect. My choice is to listen and do what I can to ensure that people are heard. But I ask, why do some senators let other people's valued judgments about them push them around, control them? Offence can only be taken, never given. As Senator Hinch said earlier on, some cretin, he described, said that Hitler was right. Well, he made his defence right there by calling that person a cretin. He said that person was a cretin. We don't need any more. So while this bubble is working around trying to prop up fragile egos, we see instead carbon dioxide being vilified, humans being vilified, industry and progress being vilified, and everyone ignores it. but that is a vilification of the human race and human progress. We see energy costs exploding and people dying, yet we dodge the issue, or we pretend that we have a solution to the issue. We see people taking control, we see government taking control of people's lives. And what do we do in this bubble? We increase control with more regulations. We see tax crippling our economy, businesses and jobs. And yet what do? We increase tax and we complicate taxes. We see property rights being stolen without redress, and then we dress that up as issues to steal more land through the Murray-Darling Basin Plan and other issues. People's rights must be put to a vote because non-LGBTIQ people deserve to be heard. Marriage is an institution that transcends this parliament. It is a part of being human. It is fundamental. And all views should be respected, heard and consulted. To be heard. And that's why we in Pauline Hanson's One Nation Party listen to people and always will listen to people. That is our first responsibility, and I echo the words of Senator Hanson who preceded me. Thank you, Mr. Acting Deputy President.
Thank you,